danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
They'll leave it with him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught, it's Johnson. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UCF's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy...
There he goes! The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's gone. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Holstein. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. Get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Panthers are in the hurry up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hicks. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get...
Breaks into the open. Rams him with the stiff arm. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Touchdown, UCF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
As a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Now, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Panthers!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Creates a little room. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw. It's Holstein. Going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Got his man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To the air, it's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as
he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Knights! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Blazers' offense has been dazzling today. As good as this group has looked since Roddy White was carving his name into the record books. They're trailing by 24 to UAB. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Turner. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. And the returner will be dragged down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down. Looking for more. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Jackson will throw. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Holstein. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gage. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Crawford. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
1st down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Handoff to the single running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Richardson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Wade. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kick. They got it. They blocked the kick, and we'll head to another overtime. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Jackson will throw. Using the quick game.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Between the uprights, it's good. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of...
A game winner! And a finish in double overtime with the touchdown! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change.
things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense comes onto the field first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Ncaa. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Goff. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The lone back's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Goff. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. This drive will open from the 15. To the air. It's O'Neal. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to throw on third. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page, and now it sets up fourth down.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Breaks away in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be changing the route. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hilton. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires left. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got his man all by himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Steps away to find some room. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Quarterback making checks. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop, the third down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the game.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Back to pass. It's O'Neal. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quickly to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Oh, he makes the catch. Knocked down for the tackle. The Badgers moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the middle. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Badger! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Running to Green. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hilton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Works the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Badgers send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
With the catch, it's Smith. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunky up. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks, so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Smith takes the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And the Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll move the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You've just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 19 to Southern Miss. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Dupree. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's O'Neal. Got his man in the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and